I just wanted to mention that this idea of being the pro se litigant, yes. I think it is my right to be able to do that. Yes. I really am thinking that there are a lot of individuals that have conspired against the enforcement of the laws. Yeah. Now, for all of you that said, well, I'm just not going to think about it, I'm not going to visualize losing all that I own. Yes. Um, there is what's known as the rule of necessity. Yeah. See, you would say that Brent Basden had to be the family court judge. Yes, because he was the family court commissioner. Hmm. And there's a rule requiring a judge or other official to hear a case despite bias or conflict of interest. When disqualification would result in the lack of any competent court or tribunal. Yes, often shortened to a necessity. Now, I realize a lot of these small counties, they appoint individuals out of the necessity of having a family court judge. Yeah. But the truth is that you should never have to hear a case because you have a bias or conflict of interest. Now, if I was able to sue Brent Basden, I would ask him, Brent, do you dislike me for some reason? Do you have a bias? Was this really a competent court? Yes. To hear the actual court hearings of the dissolution of marriage. Now, I did mention that I used to have an office location where another Mormon, yep, was very influential in Sequim. And it seemed to me that quite a few of the Mormons, yes, thought that they were in control of the county. But my thought is, if you do have a bias or a conflict of interest, yes, maybe somebody wanted to get back at me, some vengeance, vendetta, or retaliation. Eventually I'm going to be able to sue Brent Basden. Hmm. And then well, I would question him as a pro se litigant. I would ask him, Brent, yes, is there some reason why you never required the petitioner, the pro se litigant, to obligate to give me notice of court hearings? She said he was crazy. Oh, really? Why did you believe her? Did you know Heidi Lee Budnick before she got back to Clallam County? Did my wife have any previous relationships in the county that I did not have knowledge of? Yes, as her husband. Because I was a financial consultant in Sequim, Port Angeles, and Port Townsend. Yes. And did her previous relationship to Timothy Hodges? Yes. Jessica Lee Hodges' biological father? Yes. Did that relationship in some way imply that she did have some pre-existing relationships that she didn't explain to me involving the logging industry? Oh, see, it could have been that her second husband, being the logger that he was, yes, might have driven truck for a local logging outfit. So there might have been some bias. Now, I thought that somebody had been corrupting the sheriff's department, the police department, the judiciary, yes. And this necessity of having to use a court commissioner, yes, or did not have a bias against me. Now, was there a conflict of interest? Let's see. When having my own financial services firm, James Thomas King and Johann, yes, at 224 West Washington Street, and sharing that actual office space with Steve Holloway, a bishop in the Mormon Church, yes. Did Brent and Steve Holloway have a previous relationship where Steve Holloway had some influence right now? Was there a conflict of interest? Was there the intention to teach me the lesson? Now, Brent, I'm going to put you on the stand. And I might not be an attorney, but I know how to ask a fucking question right now.